So, when I was about 18, 19, like 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, I worked at Walgreens and I used my first paychecks as my first job on on Pokemon cards. So I would go to Walmart, Target, Barnes and Noble, Meijer, whatever, and they were just sitting on the shelves. There was no scalping involved, nothing, and there was Evolving Skies, Brilliant Stars, Fusion Strike, some of the early Sword and Shield sets, and that stuff. And I'd buy it all for retail. So I probably spent about $1,500 back then on sealed stuff, and I had Evolving Skies ETBs. I had a lot of collection boxes with Evolving Skies and stuff. And a lot of those weird sets you'd find at Walgreens or some of those other areas had Cosmic Eclipse packs in them. Some X and Y, it had Evolutions, it had Ancient Origins, that kind of stuff, because it was kind of bleeding over from the other era of Pokemon. So, but they were the good packs. Evolutions and Cosmic Eclipse were towards the end of Sun and Moon, but they were good. So, it was nice to find those in the packs. So, I recently went to a card show around a month ago, the Detroit Card Show. Drove 4 hours, and my collection. So I spent about $1,500, and it was worth about $6,800 by the time I had to sell it, which is awesome. I sold a huge chunk of it, most of it, at the show for cash. But I saw a lot of the vendors there, and they had a lot less stuff than me. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. And I just love Pokemon, and I love the whole hobby. So I've just been picking up stuff so I can have a good variety of raw, graded, sealed, in a binder, all for my first show. So I wanted to show you all the stuff I have. So first I'll show you my raw cards that are worth $4 or more that I don't want to put in the binder, because the binder I have like $1, $2, $3 cards in it, and then I'll show you all my raw cards. So these are the vintage ones I have, and then most of them are near mint, because if they're less than near mint, they're normally worth less than $3. But the ones that are worth maybe $4 are a little bit more, even damaged. I put in here. So like that one's damaged. I think that one's near mint. That one's damaged a little bit. That's damaged. Near mint. I'm just gonna stop saying that. I'm just gonna show you all of them. So, damaged. These are just, they're all hollows, or like this one's not hollow, but it's still worth a little more. This Latios is a reverse. Pre-release. Bill. I love the old reverses. It's like a promo. Axis. Oh, it's a hollow. And it's a hollow. Reverse. Hollow. Alright. I'll show you, and then I have a good amount of new stuff. Smaller stacks so I can actually go. And these are all near mint. I'm not going to put a non-near mint new card. This is not worth more than $4. So, here's it, girl. This is a Master Ball. This is literally just a regular EX. At the time of looking at it, it was for some reason like $4 because it was like, I don't know if it's playable or something, but I'll probably just throw it in the binder. I don't know why I kept it out. And you're going to see a lot of Journey Together cards, because part of it was I bought a dude's collection of his cards, and he opened a ton of booster boxes. He gave me his base cards for free for some reason. This one is damaged, so of the new cards is damaged. Dude, it's crazy. This has 0 whitening on it. Well, you can't really tell, but it has a dent. which is just tragic. So it's automatically damaged. By default, it's going to be a PSA 6. So it's tragic, but oh well. Master Ball. Yeah, just a ton of Journey Together. He bought his whole collection. In all the collections and everything I bought, I bought graded cards from probably from 6 different people. I bought stuff, but one guy gave me most of the raw cards and stuff. But since I'm a first-time vendor, I'm not like those guys that, I mean, they're like 70% cash or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I mean, this is my first time or whatever. I'm going to try to pick up stuff for 80% cash. So, to get my stuff. So, I mean, I'm not going to have the greatest margins, but, oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm grabbing. I started grabbing the graded cards. I was like, you know what I'm going to do? Like, eBay kind of takes their 13%, and this one's also damaged, tragic, just a dent, but it's near, I mean, it's super clean, it sucks. But I was, sorry, what was I saying? Oh, I don't know how this vintage got in there, but Lapras. What was I saying? 80%. Spidops, cool. Articuno. This one's like $100 card. This is like $65. It's cool. eBay takes like 13%, and the shipping costs and all that other stuff. It's like the eBay sellers, like the ones that don't have like a business, that don't do it very often, make close to like maybe 83%, 80% anyway. So what I did is I just messaged a bunch of guys on eBay and saw their collections, and I said, hey, I'll meet up to you. I'll come to you in cash. And I'll come to you and bring cash for 80%. And a lot of them, and then 5 of them agreed on it. So I met up in person and got 80%. So that I can make that little profit margin. So say I put everything for market price, and people whittle me down. A lot of them whittle me down to like 90% or so. I make that little 10%, which, I mean, especially my collection's not too big. It's not going to be that big of a profit, but I don't really care about that. I just think it's going to be fun. I just wanted to try it out and Pokemon stuff. Alright, so here's the graded stuff that I have. So I don't have any big thousands of dollar cards because, like, I'm not going to spend money on that because I don't have a good variety. So this is pretty much my biggest card. This one's crazy. So this one I got for like $220 or something, literally like a month ago, and now it's like recent last sold was like $370 and like $350 and $350. So it's kind of crazy. Celebration's 10. It's 10. So yeah, the other 4 guys that I met up with, the ones for the graded cards, they all had like 6 cards or 5 cards or whatever, and I just gave them 80% on those. Like I said, we agreed on it before we met them, so it's not like I was like, that's not what they wanted. They were perfectly happy with that. Because a lot of the cards say that they might have been sitting for a while too, so it's like, and some people said no, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I don't know. Pikachu, Pidgeotto. Like, this is crazy. Like, it's an old card, but I get it. It's probably like equivalent to this day's like cheap card. Because dude, this thing's like $25, $35 into 10. I mean, it's whatever. These XL, Radiant Blastoise. So yeah, none of these cards are crazy. Maybe I just have a couple 10s. I mean, I had a couple cards that are. I have 2 cards that are worth like 300, and that's like that reverse swallow and a 10, because its pop is like 30, and for some reason the last sold were 500 and 250, but way before that it was like 180, 170, 170. So I'm gonna try to get like 220 out of it. I'll just put it up for that because, yeah, this one. Because the last sold was 250 and the one before that was 500, and they don't sell often. They only have like a pop 30. I don't know. This is last sold for 500, 250. I'm going to put it on my table for like 220 and just see if anybody wants it. I just think it's really cool. I love these old reverses. Alright, my 9s and 8s. So that's the thing. This is where it's not very great investment because I have a ton of modern 9s. So like that's not the best. But that's what, I mean, just random people on eBay that are close to me. I mean, there's not that. They don't have crazy cards, and I just need a good variety. I just need a good mix of inventory. two of these Articunos and a 9. So I have a 10 and 2 9. See, there's a lot of duplicates because a lot of my graded cards also came from that guy that just opened a bunch of Journey together because he graded a lot of cards himself, and he said he did horrible. He only got like a couple 10s, and it's just a shit ton of 9s. So, like this Wailord is 3 Wailords and a 9. It's just crazy. And then all these have the stickers on it. Like, I don't have prices on them yet because I'm going to do that like the night before to prepare for it. So yeah, for me, so I'm in the higher part of Indiana, and the Detroit Card Show, it's not actually in Detroit. It's like 40 minutes out of Detroit, but it's still a 4.5-hour drive for me. And it starts at 11, and they're an hour ahead. So I'm going to leave, and as a vendor, I'm going to get there early. So I need to leave at like 4 in the morning. So I'm probably going to stay up for the night, just so that I can be good to go. And I'm going to be going with, I have a twin brother, so he's going to, I'm going to have him, I'm probably going to have him drive there, and I'll sleep in the car. And then, I'll see. The reason why I'm driving that far is because the only other really shows next to me is the Chicago one, but that's like, it's just too expensive, too big. I can't get a table for that, and I wanted something a little bit smaller. And then the Shipshewana Card Show, which is like 2 hours away from me, is a lot of sports, whereas this one's like pretty much all Pokemon. So, and I went to it, so I know what's going on. So I'm like, okay. And the table, so cheap. Literally, it was only $55. Like $55, like, dude, it's practically not even paying for the table. Because most places, it's like minimum's like $100. Even if it's a small show, it's just like, why not give it a shot? So, and then this is my like garbage. So these I had previously. These were like not this one. This one was on like $20, maybe even less. I don't know, just right in there. But some of these CGC, they're all old CGC slabs. So like these, the 9.5s, this is the old CGC. If you can just send them in. I don't even know if it costs anything, but you can send them in and they'll turn every old CGC slab 0.5 higher than it was before, because they upped their grade or whatever. So if you have any 9.5s, you send them in, they'll give you a CGC 10, which is weird. So if you have an 8.5, it turns into a 9. But this one I'm going to keep because it's like all 9.5s, which is cool. But these are all just like cheap stuff I bought on eBay for like really cheap. And I sold a bunch. I had a bunch of graded cards and I sold them like 2 years ago for way less, like a Dragonite Altart and other stuff. But these CGC slabs I never sold, so I still have them. So they're just garbage. Like garbage, I just like, because they're so cheap. Like this thing, it's an 8.5, but it's a staff. What's crazy is like there'll be like some random sales for like $60 raw for this, just because it's a staff card. And it's an 8.5, so that's just raw price. So I don't know, I'll probably sell it for like $20. I don't really know. Like this would be a 9, and this would be a 9.5. Like if I sent it into CGC, which is just cool. These were like for like $5 each. Now this I got for like a 99-cent free shipping bid thing. I'm just gonna. It's literally garbage. It's worth like $4 maybe or something. Like I probably like with the first guy that buys something at my show, I'll just be like, hey, you want this for free, kind of thing. Cause like, dude, like I don't know who graded this and why I bought it on eBay, but. I don't know, whatever. Also, I'm kind of sick, so. Alright, so now I'll show you my binder, and then I'll show you my sealed stuff. And so I'm going to be a vendor, I'm going to be a vendor at the Detroit Card Show, so to see me there. I'm a fat 6'4" dude, and I have a twin brother who's a little bit less fat, and also 6'4". So, and we have long hair and look gross, so it'll be hard to miss us. Alright, so I'll pick up my phone for this one so I can show you all the stuff. So what I did is I saw some of the vendors do this, so instead of pricing out the binder, just put like a $1, $2, $3 section. So like $1 section, just a lot of Journey Together EXs because of that guy's collection that I bought. And remember, like, you'd think that it's like, dude, this guy sells his big collection. He's an older guy. He doesn't even care. Like, probably like 50, no, probably 45. But, dude, I'd be honest with everybody and whatever. So, like, I sat there and priced out almost all the stuff. and everything, and I sat there with a pen and paper, showed them each and everything. These are all dollar, by the way. Like an 80%. Like I don't care. I'm not trying to like. I'm gonna buy since you brought this big collection. I'm gonna buy it for like 50%. I'm not gonna do that. I was honest with him. He's like, and he appreciated that I was being honest with him and stuff. So he ended up giving me a couple things for free, which is really nice. But these are all first edition Pokeballs, and I mean, and I'm pretty sure like 17 out of like 21 of them are like minty, like really good. But they're just $1. I don't really care. The $2 binder, and like some of these like could be $1, but like when I looked at them, they were like $2.50 or $3 or something. So I just threw them in the $2 binder, like the EXs, the Reshiram's, and like that Rayquaza and some other stuff. Like why would the Boltund and that like not be $1 card? I don't know, but they were just a little bit more, so I just put them in there. Pikachu, these are all $2. Blah. Oh, also by the way, the where's that? These. They look like just playing cards. These are all those, like, promos that don't have the promo stamp. So, like, they all have the Cosmos foil, like the Cosmos foil thing or whatever, that's kind of promo. So, like, these would come out of those like, like, those chests, and that's, like, it's kind of hard to tell, but, like, they're all Cosmos foil. So, they're all technically promos, these, but, yeah. So, the $2 binder. And these ones are going to have a lot of the VMAXs and stuff that I pulled myself, kind of thing, or Vs, because I had Sword and Shield. I didn't open too much. So it's crazy. The only thing I did really... So I just kept a lot of... I didn't open, like, anything, really. But the only stuff I did open, like, I opened a Evolving Skies booster box that I bought for $180, and now it's, like, $2K, so that's tragic, but... Oh, well. These are all $2, so, like, some of these, like, maybe that or that or that. Like, they look cool, or the judge of this, but, I mean, like... $2, so those will probably sell hopefully pretty easy. These are like these weird things I got on eBay. The 3rd place, 4th place are just $2. Like these are both just regular Pokeballs. So these 3. So if you wanted this stuff for $2, like I said, some of these will look just like plain cards. Like this one is just a plain card, but it's a Pikachu and it's from 2015 or 2014 or something. But they just like these are promos, and like that's like a promo thing from a tin. So like they're all like these ones are from those Walgreens tins, which I'm gonna show you later. I have a bunch of those sealed. So like they're all promos. Like these look like playing cards, but these Snorlaxes they're all like those half promo things. Some more Pekos, the Phanpies, the Vivillons, they're all hollows. They're all Cosmos. And they're all $2. The Zoroark, the Shifter, I like that. It's cool. And these ones are some old reverses. I know I put them in the $2 binder. They're bad quality. Nobody really wants them that much, but they're about $2. These ones are non-hollow. That's non-hollow. I mean, there's first edition or whatever. But these ones, and this one's the rare. Whatever, $2. They're like damaged. $3. So these now we're gonna see some old hollows, but they're damaged. Like. Pretty damaged. Some like none of them are like I'm gonna scrunch in a ball or shit ton of creases. Maybe one of them has a big crease on it, but they're definitely like PSA 5s kind of thing or whatever. So they're like worth $3. So like this Latios, the Garchomp, that's a hollow. The Rayquaza is a hollow. Hollows. This is just a plain rare, but it's a rare, and it's non-hollow. Hollow. Reverse. Now this one is horrible. This one's pretty bad. They're all $3. One of these might be near mint, but they're just $3. So that's just a rare. That's a reverse. A lot of these are non-hollow rares. It's a first edition Squirtle. That's $3 because that one's not that great condition. Dark War Turtle. Like I said, I mean, I'm keeping stuff fair. Like, everything is market price, or like, I rounded it to be a little bit less, you know? So, like, $3. So, like, I really think this binder, people will buy some stuff. Dude, this looks so good. I love the art on this thing. It's pretty good. It's really good condition, too, I think. It's just a reverse from, like, 2015, so X and Y, but it just, I don't know, looks so clean. These $3. I think these are Chinese or or Korean. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't know the symbols or whatever. I just know. I don't think they're Japanese, but I mean, they were like tag team kind of thing. So $3. EX. I don't know why it showed up as $3. That's probably not worth that. VMAX. That's a hollow. Is that Radiant? These are cool. It's like a shiny Bisharp. It was part of a promo. So these were actually the promos of these little boxes I bought. I don't know what they were called, but they had 3 Cosmic Eclipse packs each inside of them, and I think I bought it for like $10. I mean, not $10, like $15. So stupid. Like, I don't know. I just got really lucky with some of those things because it was those off-brand things that they put. Have you've seen those like sealed products that'll say like 2020 on the back, but they have like Scarlet and Violet stuff in them. It's just they keep the same art for, or they keep the same box, but every year they switch the packs in them. So, but I got like the early print of those things because I got it in like 2021. So it was all $3. Like these again, these might be playable or something, but they're just $3. I don't know why I understand that. Okay, so that was my binder. Put my phone back. Now I'm gonna show you my sealed. They still have left, so I still have a good amount of sealed. That's worth a little bit of money, so that's nice. I'm gonna set this binder aside somewhere. Okay. All right, now my sealed stuff. Just a couple. Like I said, I got most of the stuff, like almost all of it, like a while ago. So I got like couple of the coin blister packs, Blast Styles, Chilling Rain, 2 Billion Stars. Like I said, these all have like those promos in them, which is cool. Got a couple of these. Like I had like of these ones, like things I sold at the show. Like I sold. Like, yeah, I sold a lot of that stuff for 70%, which is crazy, but if I didn't sell it, then I wouldn't have. I just been staring at the same sealed stuff for so long that I was ready to sell and part ways with it. But yeah, I sold some Evolving Skies, like, of these, the sleeve boosters. I sold, like, a Primal Clash. I had loose packs. I had, like, Unified Minds, Breakpoint, just a lot of random stuff. But yeah, I just had a big load of cash on me out of nowhere and never held that much cash ever. Felt really weird. And then just took it home, immediately went on eBay and met up with people, got stuff for 80%. So that's cool. So I have 50 Rebel Clash packs. Let me see. I have like 50 Rebel Clash packs. I have like 5 Sword and Shield base. 50 Darkness Ablaze and 50 down there is Scarlet and Violet base, and then I have 5 Crimson Invasion and 5 Sun and Moon base. So those were kind of the non-desirable packs that I had left, and honestly, I was not willing. Cause those are the ones that a lot of those vendors don't want to take in a bunch of unless it's like stupid percentage, like 60% and stuff. That's just not worth it for me. So what I'm probably gonna do, but now that I decided to try to do the vendor thing, here I'm gonna pick up these up. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna get up for a second. I'm gonna do that whole thing where they have like all the packs and they're like, oh, $7 a pack or whatever. I'll see whatever they're worth and then do that. So these are such a good investment. I love these so much. So this I didn't get 3 or 4 years ago. This I got like maybe 2 years ago. It was before the Pokemon Center would just shut down immediately and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I never really buy stuff in Pokemon Center. So I bought a Prismatic. I bought the or whatever that came out. The Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center ATB. I got that. And it was because Twice Baked Jake talked about it. And he's like, hey, they're at the Pokemon Center. Get them. I just bought one. Then sold it off for like 200 something, which is really nice. But these were on here. And I bought 11 of them. And they were like $10.99 or something, and now they're like 30 something. But what's crazy about these? So not only are they Brilliant Stars, Sword and Shield, they have some good cards in those packs. This I got all the Glaceon versions. Dude, this card, I'm not kidding. If you look it up right now on a 10, like multiple sold for like $400 or $200, 250. It's because it's a super hard grade. Like the percentage of PSA 10 to PSA 9 is crazy, and it's a Glaceon, and it's just cool. It's a little rose. So I have a couple of those rocks. I opened a couple of the 3-packs, but yeah, I got 11 of these, and I got them all at and then it was like literally like a couple weeks later, it was like nobody can buy anything on Pokemon Center anymore. So I got those at a good time, which is nice. So yeah, I got 11 of these. So I'm gonna sell those as well. Or you know what? I honestly might break them out of the ones that might look good for the Glaceons and send them in. So yeah, I graded stuff myself like 2 years ago. Sold it all. Like I sold the Dragonite V Altart, which is now like $700. I sold that for like $180 and I got it in a 10. And I had some other stuff, and I just sold it all back then. I don't know, but I graded myself. But then recently, which is coming in about 15 days, I sent like 15 cards off with GameStop, and it was cheaper, and it was a faster return time than what I did before, which is just weird. So this one, but still before the scalping, like this, like right when this came out, it was kind of like, it's got Stellar Crown and Surging Sparks. For some reason, it was just in a Walmart, and I saw it, like just on the shelf, so I just bought it. I thought it looked nice, because I like the promos that have the stamp. And then these other ones, when this came out, that was, and then this Pokemon Go. This one's really visually appealing. That's really nice. It's got these, and it's got the Radiant BB on it. That was probably a little bit. I also found this in the store, but it wasn't 4 years ago. It was a little bit more recently than that. These. Now I got these a long time ago on a Black Friday. I think they were like, it was stupid. It was like $12.99 each, and it's crazy because they have like, how many packs do they have in here? 8 booster packs. So say they're like $4 a piece, 4 times 8, 32. So it's like $32 just for the packs alone, not with the whatever. And it was like $12.99 because it was Black Friday, and I got both of them. And they look nice. It's both the Rapid Strike and Single Strike. And then I have all these tins. So, also, I'm just a lot of my like old sealed stuff. So Walgreens used to have. So these are all these Walgreens tins. So you were in the past 2 years, you've seen these here. Okay, well, sorry, these I got at probably like Target or something. These ones, these tins, dude, they're so easy to like. You could just take the plastic off. It's stupid. Like obviously, I still kept mine sealed. I still have the packs and the promo on it. But dude, look at that. It's just like a sleeve. You could literally slide it off. So, if somebody feels sketchy for if they go to buy it, I think I'll just tell them they can take the plastic off and look for themselves and see all the stuff inside. It's kind of stupid how they package these, but these Walgreens tins. So these top 3, I literally just got like a month ago at Walgreens. I don't know, they were just there as I bought them. There's just like, so these probably have Scarlet and Violet packs in them. These, I think they're called like whammy tins or something. But these 9 over here, I'm sure everybody's seen these. They're at Walgreens. They used to be for years. They were just selling the shelves. Nobody really bought them that much. But these are all the 2021 versions. So I think they have Sword and Shield, Base, Rebel Clash, and Vivid Voltage in them, which aren't great sets, but I'm sure there's prints of these. So for example, on the back it says 2021 or 2020 on it, but they were in. I remember keep seeing them every year, and they still had the same year on them, but they had different packs in them. So you might have these at home, and they might have Scarlet and Violet packs in them, or they might have better packs in them, honestly, than what I have in them. But I have 9 of these, and these are the old versions, so like the original print of them, which are like the base Sword and Shield stuff in them. And this. So everything I bought, I mean everything I sold at the show, except for I sold a bunch of stuff to one dude and then also traded for something a little bit. So like this thing was like $300 or something. It's three black. I always wanted vintage sealed, like something just to have because I think it looks cool. It's three Noble Victories black and white packs with a promo in it. So Noble Victories is one of the worst sets I've ever seen. Like if you look at the card list on it, the only thing that's good in there is like N's full art and a Victini. And they don't even, I mean, the N's full art's kind of cool, but like it's horrible. But it's just worth so much. Like they're $110 a pack if you look at them up loose, just because it's black and white. Like that's, what is that, like 2011? Yeah, 2011. That's, I just think it, and it's just, it's there's like no really creases. It's like super clean. And I was like, you know what? I'll just trade for that. And when you trade, you get a little bit higher percentage. So instead of 70%, it's like 80% or plus or whatever for trade. So I think that's about it. Yep, that's everything. Oh, these were he taught that guy that I bought the stuff from. He threw these in for free. So it's like I don't even know what this comes out of. Maybe one of those like build and battle things or whatever. And he gave me this for free, which is like the box topper thing. And then for the ETB, threw that in for free. And like I said, he gave me all his bulk. So like all his reverses and regular hollows and his base cards from like probably 8 booster boxes. He just gave it all for me for free because it was just junk in his house for in a room. So that's why I said he's a really nice guy. So yeah, on all the regular cards and the graded cards, I did 80%. But the other things, it was like I was closing my trunk, like we both opened our trunks or whatever, and he's like, dude, just take these. And he said in my trunk, I'm like, dude, come on, I'll give you something for it. He's giving me for free, so that's really nice. But I don't sell or get rid of any of my base, reverse, or hollows because in 10 years or whatever, they could be worth something. So I don't know, I just keep all of them. Keep everything and I sort them and I keep them all together. All right, thank you. I just wanted to show you my my whole what I'm bringing with me to the show, and then I have a case that I bought for all the graded cards, and so I'm excited. Thank you. Bye.